What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Scott Leonard back at it again, bringing you guys another banger stream. I had to take a little break earlier, but we are back in action, fully rested and ready to go. And the first video we're going to be starting off with, quick fucking update on Andrew Tate's Wizard. If you guys ever watched any of his old broadcasts, you might recall that he had one of his companions, one of his quest members, who was always dressed as a wizard. In fact, I think he referred to the guy as his actual wizard, as cringe as that might sound. Anyways, at the time, we didn't know much about this guy, but a new video has just been released, and I found it rather interesting. Even though I haven't watched it, just the thumbnail and title of the video itself seems pretty interesting, so we're going to drop right in, and let's see what this guy has to say. Andrew Tate's Wizard.
You read the title of this video correctly. Andrew Tate has a wizard. Miles Sonkin, aka Iggy Semmelweis, is a long-term member and one of the leaders of Andrew Tate's War Room.
So cringe. So goddamn cringe.
This video is going to be a bit silly.
No shit.
We are going to point and laugh and give Iggy some much-deserved clowning. You see, Iggy seems to have branched off and started his own gentleman's club with some guy called Ryan Benton. His exclusive new club of douches is called the Rich Forum. Oh.
What an original name. The Rich Forum. Come on, dude.
Sent a recording of Iggy interviewing Ryan in what looks like an attempt to create clips to promote the Rich Forum. What resulted is the most awkward interview I've ever seen in my life.
I'm eager to see what this interview consisted of. Let's go. Let's go!
Compilation of my favorite moments that I want to share with you. But before we do, please know that you do not have to feel sorry for Iggy that we are making fun of him.
His name is Iggy, for God's sakes.
He can be seen throughout Andrew Tate's leaked War Room group chat messages, guiding and teaching other men how to traffic women into webcam and OnlyFans pornography. He also has a history of disgusting posts on Twitter. In 2019, he posted that he's going to teach his daughter that the fuzzy thing between her legs is her number 2 moneymaker and that men are fools.
I mean, sorry, but that seems like a base take to me. Unfortunately.
And one that much of Andrew Tate's current audience may not appreciate was in 2022 when talking about the Israel and Palestine conflict, when Iggy said Israel should exercise the rights of the victor over the vanquished.
Damn, that's a crazy take.
Palestinian men and old people, keep all the women, and enslave all the children.
Jesus Christ, dude. I guarantee Andrew Tate wasn't in agreement with this fucking take. That's a crazy fucking take. Holy shit.
This is the tip of the
iceberg. Said enslave all the children. What the fuck?
Of how much of a ghoul this man is. There could potentially be a future video about the dark and deranged man that is Miles Sonkin, but this is a clowning video. So without further ado, I give to you the most awkward interview I have ever seen from this alpha male.
Why even bother calling him an alpha male? I would say an alpha clown, maybe.
Into their future by focusing on, I'm going to cut there. Cut.
I can re-ask the question, but go.
Okay, that's cringe. I mean, this is the unedited podcast, but be normal, bro. I did like several podcasts and there was never anything like this.
Yeah. It's to help men focus on the things that
this middle-aged fucking divorcee over here.
Who is the ideal reader for your book? What kind of market demographic were you searching for? Let me redo that again. Click. Who's the ideal reader for your book? What market demographic will be able to see this book? What do you see as the biggest mistake most men are making in marriage? And
you know what's really funny? At least Andrew Tate, Justin Waller, and Tristan Tate have fucking style, you know? They dress up, they look fucking sharp as fuck. They got the watches, the fit, the look. This guy, look, he's just like a freaking homeless person. Like, he looks like he's like some homeless guy you run into in fucking Arizona or something. Get off my ranch.
2024.
In marriage?
Clown world, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And homie is skinny as fuck, too.
Reframe the question. What do you see in your research and putting this book together? What are the biggest mistakes men are making in their marriages? Why in 2024 are you starting a group, an online group, the Rich Forum? Why?
Why not? Is it out of date in 2024?
Cool.
These fucking guys, bro. They're trying to clip farm, but they're 50 years old. What the fuck podcast is this?
What else is in store for Ryan Benson? You've got your new book coming out. What else?
Why is this guy so nervous? Look at his fucking body language. He's stiff and he has 2 watches on. What normal person, what sane human being wears 2 fucking watches?
In the works.
There's a lot more coming. So we have
If you could give a man, potential reader of your book, one piece of advice prior to reading this book, what?
Don't buy it. Just judging by this podcast, I said the fucking best advice you could give a young man before purchasing your book is not to buy the goddamn book.
Would it be?
oh, I don't know where to take that.
That's cool because
Oh my god, she calls me as soon as I start
as much as
streaming.
we like. We can
We can make it.
rearrange that one
Yeah.
as much as we like.
What do you think?
One piece of advice. Understand that emotional self-regulation
Yeah, that's good.
is like the key.
Yeah.
Okay. What other questions do we want to? Have I hit everything? Let's see. What else?
We can go through the audit stuff. We can go
Yeah,
through
let's go ahead. Let's do the audit.
types.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go through the audit.
Okay.
Tell us about the audit. One of the issues, click back, rewind. In your book, you mentioned the audit, the relationship audit. Give me a little more on that.
Yeah.
Give our listeners a little more on that.
Men will ask me, how do you think my marriage is going? I'll kind of quietly whisper and I'll say, come here. I've got one question for you. Have you had a blowjob recently?
Well, yes, but are we talking about from my wife or from my girlfriend?
If it's your
Or
girlfriend,
both at the same time?
well, then it's okay. Then it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or if she outsources it for you, then it's a different story. But if it's not recently, that's an indication that she's not feeling attracted to you.
All right.
Sorry about that, guys. My girlfriend just got out of work and
Handle the blowjob.
he calls usually when she gets out of
There
work.
was the other one thing that you mentioned on as a potential.
So what are these 2 old men yapping about?
We can do types.
Gandalf the Grey and Saruman?
Okay. One of the things that I found
More like Gandalf the Gay.
of your book was how you created this metaphor of various types of women because of all of the types, even though that type 3 was really
These weirdos. Let's repeat that. So fucking awkward here. No, these weirdos always have like categorization of women. They always have some sort of scale of 1 to 10. Like, just be normal. You guys must get tired of watching my streams and hearing me say just be normal, but it's because they're not being normal. They're being fucking weirdos.
scary. That type 4 made even the hackles on my okay. Of all of the types, we're seeing a lot again I'm going to reframe that entire thing there. With all of the Me Too, with the Epstein case, the new.
Is this edited to make them look like idiots, or is this actually the fucking raw footage? Because if it's the raw footage and they're doing this podcast is so fucking robotic and incoherent and disjointed, then I don't know what to fucking say. It's ridiculous. Schizophrenic.
Diddy case, all of these celebrities that are being outed for all
Now I want to go fucking look this up.
kinds of sexual imbroglios.
Imbroglios. Is that even a word?
Looking for unconditional love from a woman is just as silly as if he were looking for a blowjob from his dog. He's got the roles reversed.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And invest money, attention, time, and energy to have this amazing relationship, this sort of adventure of a lifetime. Isn't that what it's supposed to be?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He really does have 2 watches on. This guy's a clown. This guy's a real fucking idiot clown.
I'm sorry. Please,
Yeah.
I just jumped on your line there.
That's okay.
Go ahead.
Isn't that what it's supposed to be? There. Hi, Parker.
Hey, Parker.
Hey, Parker.
Your line.
We-
They have lines. Look, I did like 3 podcasts and nobody had goddamn lines. We just had a conversation and we recorded it. And then the parts that were uninteresting or boring, we cut out. This is fucking AstroTurf bullshit. They have lines. It's scripted. Just saying the most ridiculous shit, probably for fucking clip farming.
Started.
And we're rolling. We're having a lot of fun.
And I'm enjoying watching. It's good.
Cool. Let's see, what else do we have here? So, how does one go about joining the Rich Forum?
Really easy. Do we actually have a website?
By the time
You're fucking idiots, dude. Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ. This is pathetic. This is so goddamn fucking pathetic. The performative fucking podcast. So instead of actually having a podcast where they discuss the topic, and had a fruitful conversation, they literally just had sentences or phrases that they were going to say. They said them and they clipped it up to make a fucking clip farm. So fucking lazy.
put this particular clip up,
Do we know the website name?
I think we already have the richforum.com.
Okay. All right, let's do that again.
Yeah. So how does one go about joining the Rich Forum?
Great. So for men who are interested in joining the Rich Forum, go to
Who the fuck does this guy think he is? Tony the Tiger? Great! Like, what the fuck, dude? And also, why didn't you just have a normal podcast where you discussed something or talked about the quote-unquote Rich Forum and then cut out the parts you needed to fucking make clips? This is just lazy content creation.
Excellent. So there we are. We're talking. Now we really have to bring it because they're going to be out there going, wow, look at these two guys. They're having this really cool conversation. Man is making confessions to his rabbi or something like that. As long as the people, they don't know who the hell I am, I'm in good shape.
No, we don't know who the hell you are, dude. You're nobody. Imagine just not having such a lack of creativity and fucking authenticity that you sat down and instead of making a podcast, you wrote down a few points. You guys acted like you were having a podcast, cut those fucking clips up to post on the internet to clip farm. Oh my goodness. And then you think that you're actually providing value to somebody and that people will willingly fucking join your little forum, course, whatever scam you're trying to fucking run. When in reality, everything is fake. Everything is fake. They didn't even have a website when they were making the podcast. No website. They didn't do a real podcast. They just made fucking clips. The whole thing is fucking fake.
Yeah.
All right. And how that's not just, what's the word I'm looking for? We're not only.
And also, are these guys not media trained? Oh my goodness. One thing you gotta say about Andrew Tate and Tristan is that they're good speakers. They're fluid. They're funny. This guy, how is it possible that this guy was hanging out with Andrew Tate? He was one of Andrew Tate's right-hand men, and he can't even have a fucking coherent, flowing conversation or even just the scripts that they already have written down for the clips spoken out coherently. I don't get it.
Telling guy now, okay, let me run that one through again. Boom, 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 boom.
I have an excuse. I just started streaming a month ago. I am not used to talking long form by myself into a camera But these guys are guys who are hanging out with Andrew Tate for months and months and months. How is it possible that he can't fucking even put together a sentence? Am I hating too much here, guys?
One of the beauties of being inside of the rich form is recognizing how each man is creating his own version. Yeah.
Of what? Version of what?
So in 2024, one of the things that I'm recognizing,
So we can
I don't
work
get
with
it.
them and make them the hero of their own journey.
and the rich form is a carefully curated group of above average, like-minded individuals, all on a search for adventure. The quest
Now I'm going to have to look up the clips of this just to see what the final product looked like, because this is ridiculous. I've never seen somebody farm clips like this, just without even having an original podcast, just talking into the ether, stumbling over their words, repeating scripts that they already have written down.
for excellence.
Exactly.
Well, I'm just
I know.
putting that one out
Yeah,
there.
I know.
The rich forum is a
Do you guys
carefully
agree?
curated group of like-minded individuals, all on a search for adventure, the quest for excellence. Come, join us. I think you'll like what we have inside.
I just imagine this guy pulling up in a white unmarked van, opening the door and saying that shit to me. That shit was creepy as hell. Okay. Fuck the playlist I had. I'm gonna have to go look this up. I'm gonna have to go look this up because that was ridiculous. Let's see if there's anything out. It was called The Rich Form, right? Jesus, I just watched the video. It's so forgettable that I already forgot what the title of the fucking group is called.
You read the title of this video correctly.
Demographic.
Yeah, The Rich Form. Is there nothing out yet? I don't see anything. Maybe it's only a TikTok thing. Let's pull up TikTok and see if we find it there. It has to be somewhere. There's no way they recorded all that shit and it's nowhere.
Nah, I just got it today. I'm finna play it.
Let's see. Come on, type. Hopefully we find these videos. I really want to see what they did. It's nowhere to be found. I guess it was a leak, or maybe they just gave up before they even started. Because it's nowhere to be found here. Interesting. Let's see if we can find more about this fucking guy. This is the video we just watched, or yeah, I think it is. There's no way this guy is the mastermind behind the raids of Andrew Tate, because just looking at those clips that we just saw, the guy had nothing to say at all. God damn, I want to see this. God damn, Jamari just dropped a new video. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let's see. You guys, if you're not familiar with Jamari, he's one of my favorite content creators here on the platform.
I thought there would be no better way to ring in the new year
Ain't no way.
to showcase the embarrassing state of Jack Doherty. Last time we visited with the Clout Goblin, he was banned from Kick.
Getting banned from Kick is crazy fucking work. And this guy has the same car as me and he crashed it. What a fucking idiot.
Impressive feat that he achieved after driving while streaming.
What a dummy.
Causing him to crash his McLaren after looking down at his chat feed. To make matters much worse, he seemed to care much
And for
more
those of you
about
guys who are joining the stream and you don't believe me,
footage than the life of his cameraman.
Michael, here. Michael, do you have film on that phone too?
car in the rain, if you've never driven a McLaren, it breaks loose so fucking easily. So for him to be driving 75 miles an hour in rain is just Either he hasn't had experience behind the wheel with the car, or he's a fucking idiot. Well, actually, we know he's a fucking idiot. So I guess we answered our own question there.
Even hours after this event
What a
occurred,
dummy.
he was completely unremorseful for this idiotic behavior.
Everyone's so quick to put some on me on social media. No one's gone through what I gone through just now. Like, I literally almost died in a car accident. I literally almost died of these cars too. At least I still got 2 Lambos. No, I'm kidding.
This
Now, after
fucking
this, he would
guy
get banned
is
and then
a
get
fucking
scammed
pig.
by rapper Little Baby in the process of 24 hours.
What? Nah, that's my girlfriend.
And now that he has been
Homie said,
banned,
your girlfriend a hoe?
Jack has grown increasingly more
Your girlfriend a hoe, little broski?
desperate in his quest to retain relevance. And today we are going to discuss all of the downright embarrassing shit that he has done over the last couple of months. First, let's talk
And Jamari's starting the fucking year with a banger. I already know it.
something that he and the Hawk Tua girl have in common. And no, I'm not talking about very
Oh
public
my
displays of
god.
fellatio. I'm
Disgusting.
talking about involvement in crypto pump and dump scams. Because around a month ago, Jack must
The
have
fucking
realized
memes.
that his streaming adventures on Kick were never going to continue.
Guys, if you're joining the stream on Twitter, and I'm going to keep calling it Twitter so you can go fuck yourselves. But if you guys are joining on Twitter, go ahead and give me a follow so you guys don't miss the streams. I stream every day. And if you guys are interested in watching banger content on YouTube, including car vlogs and travel vlogs, go ahead and follow me on YouTube as well. We're gonna start pumping out crazy content this year. We're not playing any games, boys. We're not playing any more goddamn games.
And so he started to say things like this.
All right, I'm seeing everyone making a ton of money off these meme coins, and I want in. So tonight, guys, I'm going live, and I'm buying a meme coin. I already know which one I'm buying, but all I know is I'm gonna be making straight cash.
Also, if you're watching on Twitter, drop something in the chat. I want to see how the chat looks on OBS because I haven't. This is my second stream on Twitter. I want to see what chat looks like in OBS. So if you guys are watching on Twitter, please drop a comment in the chat. And hopefully it appears in OBS so I can actually see if they're visible or not.
300x, baby, let's go.
Following that video, Jack would put out several buy signal tweets. Going live in 10 minutes. Biggest crypto meme coin ever. 1000x incoming. I'm live on X running up meme coins. And Jack indeed was on stream that night, and at first he tried to act like he was willing to buy whatever coin his chat suggested him to purchase, asking them multiple times what they had been buying.
Guys, what's your favorite meme coins right now, guys? Look, we got a bunch of meme coins right here.
These
What are the
degenerates.
best meme coins right now? What do y'all think I should buy? What am I gonna buy tonight?
Now in all reality, Jack knew exactly what he would be buying, aka pumping and dumping. He even slips up a couple times and actually admits it.
But I'm excited, guys. I kind of already know what I'm about to get. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to show you guys the coin. I'm going crazy, guys. Get your popcorn ready, baby. Get your popcorn ready. Go crazy. Get your bags ready. Just kidding.
Get your bags ready. You mean he has his bag ready? He has his bag fucking open like this, guys. Waiting for you guys to dump your money in it so you can fucking grab that shit and run. You dumb fuckers. I don't know how you guys always fall for the same goddamn trick over and over and over again. Making these fuckers rich. You fucking dumb fucks.
I'm just doing my own thing. Alright. I'm here for the long run, baby. Maybe not, you know. No, I'm kidding.
And no, he was not kidding. All he does next is stall for 10 minutes, touch his broccoli top hair over and over again, and then this guy acts like he discovers this coin called McLaren Crash. Clearly,
Oh yeah, he discovered that, sure.
Him banned from Kick that went super viral.
This is the coin I'm about to buy. I'm buying McLaren.
I do have to give the guy credit though on the grift, because even when he crashed the McLaren and they pulled him out, he was still filming himself. He like grabbed the camera, he's like fucking getting pulled out with that shit in his hand. Homie said, "Hey, this is my fucking opportunity to go viral. I'm not gonna let this shit slide." You gotta give the boy some credit there. Fucking grifter, the final boss when you get to the grifting raid.
And so he puts the $1,000 into the coin, which is very likely a mere casualty compared to the amount he was likely given before the coin actually went public. And I have to say, guys, that McLaren was not the only thing that crashed.
Damn, homie was sliding at 40 fucking miles per hour.
This shit in real time as the price fluctuates rapidly. And to try and prove that he's not full of shit when people in his community started to call him out, this guy adds a whopping $200 more into his own meme coin well after it's lost all of its value.
I'm a McLaren crash for the long run, baby. You already know.
Imagine being a multi-millionaire off the backs of fucking weak ass simps, first of all. And on top of that, you grift, you fucking rob them in a crypto rug pull, and you decide to put your proof of the fact that you're not grifting or trying to steal their money is putting $200 measly back into the coin. That's pathetic, dude. He should have dropped at least $2,000. At least fucking keep up the appearance, motherfucker. God damn, bro. The greed.
McLaren crash is where it's at,
That
guys.
fucking greed.
And then once it's so painfully obvious what just happened, like even his 5-year-old fans can see what's going on. Like all you have to do is literally look at the graph. He tries to act like he's onto his next meme coin for the night, but never actually buys any.
The other thing is volume on those fucking coins is so freaking low. It's basically you, Jack Doherty, and 3 other niggas in a room. And Jack Doherty is a fucking vacuum cleaner, sucking up your fucking wallets, you dumb fucks.
Else. Once again stalling and playing with his hair for 5 minutes until he ends the stream abruptly. Now, am I surprised at all that Jack would do something so blatantly scummy and stupid? Absolutely not. And honestly, anyone who invested with him, much like the Hawk Tua coin, really did deserve to get their pockets run, but
It's actually worse than the Hawk Tua coin, because at least the Hawk Tua girl has plausible deniability. She wasn't on a fucking stream pumping and dumping it right there live. But this dumb fuck has himself in a fucking live stream video that everybody clipped, fucking scamming. You think that in 4 years, because you know this stuff takes time, it's not immediate. In 4 years, when the feds put together a fucking case on all these crypto scammers, this guy's not gonna get snapped up? Pack him up, boys. Pack him up. Dumb fucking idiot, man.
I wish his clown ass was not the beneficiary of it all. And after this incident, Jack's panic attack
Got the
would
Hercon
only get
evil.
worse. Of course, he would once again be accused of botting views.
Okay,
Actually, that's a
Jack
Performante, I
Doherty
think.
With the views, look at robot views. Okay,
Which is obviously pathetic in itself, but it's really no new story. And he actually got so desperate to get a viral clip that he sent Kai Cenat over 300 gifted subs, which is over $1,500, all in an attempt to get on Kai's stream.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna live with Jack. We just finessed him out of 300, chat.
Oh, AMP, bro. WAMP.
He was doing bad. He was doing bad all year, chat. That's not good. That's not good vibes. That's not good vibes. That's not good vibes.
And Kai
W.
is
Kai
not the only
Cenat.
fellow streamer who has began to publicly look down upon Jack, as other streamers have began to call him out as well.
He goes around with bodyguards and he's like purposely provocative. And then
Yeah.
when it's ready to happen, the bodyguards come in and say
That bothers me. Who's this kid? Who's this kid right here? Kid.
That's Jack. He's one of the worst.
He does the same thing, right?
Yeah,
I've seen
and Dion are
videos of him doing
horrible.
that.
They're both horrible.
Jack. His name is Jack, but he ain't jacked. He's a fucking little dweeb.
You could just tell this kid's never been in an Oklahoma drill.
And Nick Merckx is not the only one who feels this way.
These guys always come with some fucking
Would
weird
dub
ass
Jack
shit,
the worst
though.
Streamer of all time during an interview with Complex.
Whoa, streamer. Whoa. It's easily Jack Doherty. It's got to be Jack Doherty.
I'm gonna probably go. Okay, I've never heard that term. I'm assuming it means worst of all time. Woat. Instead of the goat, it's the woat. Am I a unk? Because I'd never heard that fucking term in my life.
Jack's a piece of shit. Everybody knows it, obviously.
The pics he took after the crash was fire, though. I'm gonna be honest.
Bro,
Crazy take.
what
They
the
work.
fuck?
They work. He flicked up on IG. Did you see him?
Listen, he's a piece of, guys, come on
He's a
stage.
nut,
real
though.
quick. Come on
I'm gonna
stage.
go worst streamer.
Come on stage.
Yeah, there was nothing about these pictures that was fire besides Jack lighting his own career up in flames. After this, Jack would take to Twitter to say, "I wonder how much Banks paid in taxes last year. Bro makes no money these days. I don't know why he even has my name in his mouth." And then this would actually result in a murder on my timeline. So let's see, this year, you sold your girlfriend's pussy online for peanuts, you rugged a meme coin and got less money than the Hawk Tua idiot. It was actually rumored that it got only around $10,000. And you stream to your audience of bots. Keep in mind, this is Jack bucking up to one of the most successful entrepreneurs to come out of the YouTube space, who has achieved longevity for over a decade. Like, this guy was making millions while Jack was making videos flipping water bottles and stalking the Face House. Banks would then continue to troll Jack, saying his belt buckle was worth more than his girlfriend's career earnings on OF.
This thing is fucking insane.
Now let's talk about the interview that Jack did with a YouTuber named Pack God, where he asked Jack about
The
his
Pack God interview was funny as hell.
he makes his money and whether or not he feels he is a morally corrupt person for pushing gambling and corn onto his young impressionable audience.
You're gonna get paid to stream yourself gambling, correct?
Basically, well, I don't like gambling. I'm not really for gambling.
So why are you doing a gambling deal then? Because
For money, you know, at the end of the day, we all do things for money, but
you know, making
homie will do anything for money. Also, the shirt, just kidding, funny.
Videos for young children with editing that's stylized for young children, and then at the end of these videos, what you're doing is promoting pornography. What do you say to that?
business, dog.
Homie said business, dog.
Would continue to go on to roast Jack in his typical fashion, while Jack more or less sits there and takes it like he's very used to at this point. I'll let you guys check that out in his whole video, because
the problem with guys like Jack Doherty is that any attention is good attention for him. He's already the bottom of the barrel. He has nothing to lose. And his fans, his actual fans, are horrible. Most of the people are hate watching him. So at this point, it doesn't matter, you know? He's almost on the fucking teetering ledge of being a fucking lol cow. Very close.
Hilarious. And to give Jack a little bit of credit, this next clip was about the only time I've ever seen him go viral and people actually be on his side. As he and Little Pump of all people were giving out gifts somewhere in public, and this woman got very greedy with her demands for another PS5.
All right, I know you said you wanted a PS5. There you go. There you guys go. We got to keep it one per, like.
Yeah.
Just because there's so many other people.
Because, like, there's more people over there.
He went with them.
Bro, bitch. This bitch thinks everybody in her household's gonna get a fucking PS5. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Nah, you're rude. No, you're rude. You're rude. Nigga, go to the gym.
Hey, Usachi, thank you for joining the chat, bro. How are you doing today?
By showing this video of an entire cruise of people mocking Jack for being kicked off the ship.
How are you doing today, bro? Everything good?
Say go fuck yourself. Hey, dumbasses! I have a private jet back to fucking Florida tomorrow. Who gives a fuck? I could not.
Damn, he got kicked off of a cruise. Can you imagine the degeneracy that he was doing on that fucking cruise for everybody to get on the edge like that and fucking make fun of him? He must have been being a fucking idiot the whole time.
You guys have to get 20.
I'm doing good, bro. I'm just trying to get my fucking car back. It's still in the shop. Fucking McLaren's, man. By the way, did you join the Discord? I finally opened the Discord like 2 days ago.
Hours on that shit to get home. I got an hour flight on a PJ. I can bring drugs on it, whatever the fuck I want.
And that is the perfect metaphor.
This idiot's gonna say I can bring drugs on it, whatever I want.
People telling them how rich he is and how much he doesn't care about their opinion.
Yeah, the link for the Discord is in the chat. I don't know if you can still see it.
When really he's just a deeply
Everybody was saying make a Discord, so I finally did.
Individual who can really only hang his hat on.
And we're gonna try and not only talk about content in there, but we're also gonna try and talk about how to make money, advice, everything, man. I want my fucking followers to be up.
Possession, and meanwhile everyone else is kind of just pointing and laughing at the clown show. And to me, the saddest thing about Jack's life is that really nobody would care to have a relationship with him if there was not financial incentives involved. Like his girlfriend is with him because he plays the part as her e-pimp and boosts her dirty content. Rappers only want to come around him when he is shelling out six-figure payments for them to be on his stream. I would actually relate Jack very closely to someone like Adam22. Both of them had their own lane go.
Yeah, bro, because if I'm gonna grow on here, I want my people to grow as well, you know? I want all my people to fucking grow as well. I even told, before I made the Discord, I was telling the chat that if anybody had made the Discord for me and just ran it, bro, I would have let them fucking monetize that shit, do whatever they want with it, man. You know?
They could have achieved long, slowly drawn out careers where they could have been pretty respected, and more importantly, kept their morality intact. But instead, they both decided to take the alternative route to fast money. They both want to cash out as quick as possible. And because of this, no one is ever going to take them seriously as a conventional content creator ever again. And anyone who is left as a fan of them at this point is likely way too embarrassed.
Who the hell is a fan of Jack Doherty? And yeah, bro, I've been trying to grow it. I've been trying to grow it as much as possible, as fast as possible, but it's like hard work, dude. It's hard work. Hopefully I get better at this. I get a bit more entertaining. I bought a new camera lens. If you can see the camera lens now, I can like, look. I got the 15 millimeter to 35mm Canon L lens, which, I mean, it was pretty expensive, to be honest. It was like $2,000, but hopefully now I get like a better quality image, and I can zoom in, zoom out. I can also use it for vlogging. And honestly, I can hold the camera much closer to my face when I'm vlogging. So I think it's a win-win.
First ever admit it. And for both of these guys, it really does look like they will always have to rely on controversy from here on out in order to maintain relevance. And this is a line that no one wants to walk, because eventually you end up crashing out like that clown FouseyTube. But I want to know what you guys think about this update on Jack Doherty down below. You know, if this was a Pokemon battle, his career would be like in critical condition. He's poisoned, I'm trying to take him to the Poke Center, it's just not working out. Either way though, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, wishing you a happy new year, and some other idiots out here need to be covered.
W Jamari video, man. This video, 1 to 10, I'm going to give the video a 7. It was very informative, very entertaining. Loving it. You guys, if you're not subscribed to Jamari on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to his channel. It fucking makes great videos.
Really just made me mad. We are now...
This fucking girl, Vo Wiki. How is she still relevant? How is she still relevant? Can somebody explain to me why this chick is still relevant?
Still have
She's an ordinary, basic, blonde chick.
It's just amazing what this woman was willing to do over all these years just to maintain some modicum of relevance. And as of today,
I'm not gonna say she's ugly, but she's not super attractive either. She's average.
Bruh. In one tweet posted by Vicky's account, it said, "I have kidnapped Vicky. She is with me in Nigeria. I am demanding $1 million for her release."
Yeah, Usagi, when I get this channel up, the thing is, I want to focus on the content right now. Once I have more followers, I will do artwork, but I just need to get the content up right now, man. Because I feel like I see some streamers that have like all these graphics and stuff, but then you watch their stream and it's super boring and they have like it's not engaging. I want to have like crazy fucking engagement, and then we can start fucking jumping in there and making designs and shit. But I need to get the content up first, man. I need to get more followers too.
Apparently, this was the guy who posted the tweet.
I'm not here to be funny. I'm not here. I've been following her address. The money. If you can send 10 million.
I've been streaming. I stopped streaming on Twitch. I mean, I might still stream occasionally on Twitch, but right now I'm streaming on YouTube, Kick, and X. I'm just experimenting with X right now to see if I get people.
I did everything for a reason. She's a dumb white girl ass in Nigeria, walking alone in the car yesterday, and I saw her. I've been following her address. I've been following her location.
It's just super hard to grow on Twitch. Like, there's no discovery.
I've been looking over.
English motherfucker, do you speak it?
I don't have sense. I don't know I'm gonna say this, but she's a white girl that don't have sense. If y'all want her back to America, y'all gonna send $10 million right now to my account.
The funny thing is, anybody really thinking that anybody would pay $1 million for Wowicky's return back to America is just...
She's cooked. Exactly. Who the fuck wants this bitch back in America? You can keep her, nigga. You can keep her.
Complete and absurd insanity. I mean, good God. You can keep her over there, man. Like, but we don't want her back, man. Keep her ass in Lagos, Nigeria for the rest of eternity, because we do not care.
What I was gonna say is that the discoverability on Twitch sucks. Like, you can be streaming and streaming and streaming and streaming and nobody will ever find you. It's so annoying.
We don't care. And then in another post posted to Wovicky's Instagram account, in her stories, it said, "My friend at Wovicky just got kidnapped in Nigeria by this man who FaceTimed me this morning asking for $1 million in ransom. If anyone can help me, let me know. This isn't a joke. Dead serious. I already filed the police report." And then in the story screenshot, we can see somebody said, "Should I come back? I don't like it." I think that was the guy behind Wovicky's account. And then her friend said, "What's Vicky's location?" The police asked for it. Then we got like a geotagged location of Wovicky's location in Nigeria. And the guy in the
why the hell did she go to Nigeria? In all seriousness, let's cut the jokes for a second. In all seriousness, if she really did get kidnapped, that bitch is dumb as hell. What the fuck was she doing in Nigeria? Looking for BBC? The fuck?
Who allegedly kidnapped her? Like, bro, Yo, is this the shit that people are really doing for attention nowadays, man? Yo, people are really faking getting kidnapped now for content. Here we have another screenshot of Wovicky in Lagos, Nigeria.
What the fuck is she doing in Nigeria?
To the ransom for Wovicky's return to America.
$1 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
Nah, for real though, like, Wovicky is not that important, bro. Here we have some other tweets from Wovicky. She said, I love Nigeria. This was about 3 days ago. Another one that said, please, I want to go back to America. Here we have another angle of Wovicky's kidnapper. Like, it was clear as day to me that this was entirely fake as soon as I saw all these different angles and the ransom amount and the fucking kidnapper having his face entirely shown in the camera. Like, bro, this was just another case of girl who cried wolf.
You gotta pay some money, I tell you.
Joking about that shit is crazy.
Why you asking me? She's a dumb white girl. Only that for me. Your phone don't die.
Like, yo, is that Wovicky in the background, bro? Is this some type of social experiment? What was she trying to prove? That she's still relevant? That she can still go viral? That she can still trend on Twitter? I mean, good God. If you gotta go to these lengths just to go viral on the internet, then you've completely lost the plot. Now, she did recently come out like 10 minutes ago saying that it was just a joke and that Nigeria is safe for anybody regardless of...
Why would you even joke like that? This bitch is unhinged, bro. And she's not even relevant. Like, I didn't even remember this bitch existed.
Gender.
This is the same chick that said she was black, right?
I was just trying to show everybody that in America that it's not that serious, that Africa is a very safe country, and you will be safe no matter what race you are. You know, I was just trolling because everybody was like, why would she go to Nigeria? Is she crazy? Whatever. So I just wanted to have a quick joke, but the joke kind of got carried away and like, you know, stuff like that. But we love y'all. It's all good. This is my brother.
Yo, why does she still sound slow as hell after all these years?
Exactly.
Like, she take some speech or English classes just to improve the way she talks. I mean, goddamn. Every time this woman's on camera, it's like her brain is on 100% capacity when she's trying to talk.
It's fucking CPU's overclocked.
It's probably running on max RPM just to get out a few sentences.
If you wanna come to Nigeria, it's safe. Don't be scared.
I love Nigeria. They did my braids for $50.
Nobody should lie for you that Nigeria is not safe. It's safe.
That's her takeaway. I love Nigeria. They did my braid for $50. Dumb bitch.
You could to come.
So this is just an example that Nigeria is so safe and we love Nigeria.
How the fuck is that an example that it's safe, bitch? Yeah, you're joking about being kidnapped. What the fuck?
Whoever this young man is right here, with that little smirk she made at the end of the video, and the fact that she called him her brother, and she also just posted this photo with a purple heart emoji, and the two of them post up together in some traditional Nigerian attire, lets me know everything I need to know. Like I said, if you know, you know. But yeah,
this is crazy.
Was one weird ass way of announcing that she's in a relationship with some Nigerian dude who's probably a fake prince from some type of Nigerian tribe. I don't know, man. Like, how does that shit work for any Nigerian?
Homie has the fucking wizard outfit on. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. This bitch said, I'm black. She took that shit to the fucking extreme, bro. She took that shit too fucking serious. This bitch said, I'm gonna go back to the motherland. Fucking A. Fucking A.
I know you guys have like different villages and tribes and Igbo this and Igbo that.
No fucking way.
Vicky, aka Victoria.
No fucking way this fucking wanker went to Nigeria to get her fucking fake Nigerian prince, yeah? Are you fucking mad?
Ball trip moved on from Boot Gang,
stupid bitch,
to now moving to Nigeria. Apparently, she said recently that she wanted to change, and I guess this was a part of the change that she wanted. And it seems as
and homie has the Richard Millie or the fake Richard Millie on
to her old ways, and is now trying to act like she's still part black. Cause what am I looking at here, bro? We all already debunked that this is how Wovicky naturally looks without all the extensions, the makeup, the brown spray tan on her skin, the makeup, the eyelashes, the weave.
And that bitch was ugly even as a kid.
In the present day, still trying to claim that 25% black she apparently has in her DNA. And oh, it's no surprise that Wovicky goes to Nigeria, falls in love with a local Nigerian brother, and then all of a sudden gets this bright idea to pull off this fake kidnapping hoax. I mean, it makes sense. Nigeria is the land of scams. They are the original inventors of this shit. Like, wouldn't be surprised if the brother here came up with this plan. Like, man, this shit is crazy. Anyway, follow me on all socials, links down below. Join up in the Discord server, get that shit popping. And yeah, everybody, until next time, stay safe out there.
This is a very common thing nowadays.
This story, crazy fucking story. I thought about maybe pulling up the original video, but fuck it. We'll just watch the Asmongold reaction. She quit her computer science degree to start an OnlyFans. Man, you girls out there, don't follow this path. you're gonna regret it. You're gonna make some quick money, but you're gonna fall into the dilemma. You're gonna fall into the dilemma that I've mentioned many times on stream, the horse dilemma, where you'll have tons of, you might not even make the financial outcome you were expecting, but if you do, you'll have fucking financial success, but zero respect and zero dignity. Anyway, let's watch the reaction. Let's see what this bitch did.
It's called PhD Dropout to OnlyFans Model.
I've dropped out of my PhD. I've cried so much over this decision to quit my PhD, you know, because it's...
This is probably rage bait. I'm going to let you guys know right now, this is probably rage bait. She probably never even went to fucking college. They're just making... These bitches are farming clips like crazy. These are the original fucking clip farmers now. They are farming clips like crazy. Making shit up, saying the most outrageous shit to go viral. And you guys consistently fall for it. I'd have to see the fucking paperwork. I'd have to see the fucking paperwork saying that she had a fucking PhD or she was studying for a PhD, because I'm calling bullshit right now. Does she look like a bitch that would be studying for a PhD? Come on.
Stressful decision. Yeah. Not that I'm particularly sad about it. I'll get into all of that in a bit later, but moving on to doing OnlyFans and content creation full-time, it's not just a career choice, it feels kind of like a gamble on the direction of my entire life.
Yeah, you're gambling that you're gonna fucking succeed as a whore. Oh my goodness. These bitches are dumb as hell, man.
I wonder if I'm...
Makes me afraid to have a fucking daughter.
You know, when I open LinkedIn and I see the pages of all of the people who are my age, who already have 3 years into their careers.
Yeah, they're successful, respected members of society. They're not dregs. You have chosen to be a dreg.
And are climbing the ladder with senior level titles. It stirs something in me. I start to feel a twinge of jealousy, imagining what it would be like in their place. I've spent the last couple of years in grad school, whereas many of my colleagues from undergrad got jobs directly afterwards. So I guess...
Why y'all say it's AI? Like, she got a bunch of videos. Why y'all say it's AI?
First of all, what was she even planning on doing with a PhD in computer science? I know so many fucking people who fucking go for this PhD in computer science and then we're working together. The company I work for right now, me and like 3 other dudes have the same position. In fact, I'm the fucking senior engineer there. And I don't have any degree at all. And these dumb fuckers have like a master's degree, PhD. One of them had a PhD and one of them had a master's degree. And we have the same fucking position. And I'm the fucking senior. I'm a tier 3 fucking engineer there. They're tier 2 engineers. And I know more than them somehow. You can't make this shit up, man. Dumb as fuck.
This is like the new thing that like dumb people do. Is that every single time that they see something that feels or seems robotic, they start spamming AI.
He's right, though. He's 100% right.
Have those advanced degrees with me. But I can't say that I don't like the idea of wearing a polished suit and walking into an office where I have people working with me and
respect
working on a project. Or even the alternative route of becoming a professor and having students work for me, where I have my own lab and I teach my own course. And the thought...
Being a professor in computer science is ass. Because what are you going to make? 100K? Max 200 when you could fucking actually work the job and make like 300K. Come on. Fucking professors. The people who are professors are people who couldn't fucking land the job. Let's keep it real.
Sitting with my team to come up with solutions to a certain problem, or even find something new, learn something new, and then applying that knowledge. And writing papers gives a sense of fulfillment, you know? There's some sort of camaraderie in those environments and a structure that I think I'd enjoy. And of course, not...
If you're joining us now on YouTube, we're watching a video about a girl who quit her job and, well, not her job, her study for computer science, PhD, to become an OnlyFans hoe. You're a hoe!
Mention the outfits. I mean, come on. I have so many professional outfits that have never
Well, now you can use the professional outfits. It's not the same way, but you can still use the professional outfits.
Seen the light of day just because I have nowhere to wear them
like
to.
the roleplay content's super popular.
And of course I keep buying them.
Oh, fucking stupid.
Part of me wonders if I'll miss the chance to experience that life and that lifestyle. But then I start to think about some of the trade-offs. Those same people whose lifestyles I thought I envied are tied to someone else's vision and someone else's pace. They'll spend their lives working for a company, doing things that they don't necessarily enjoy. And of course, without the recognition that they deserve.
I don't think you're gonna.
Okay, and what recognition do you think you're gonna get by busting it open on the internet? Like, I don't get her fucking point.
A lot of recognition for doing OnlyFans. I mean, like, people hate OnlyFans. I feel like that's something that's gonna happen. Like, it really doesn't. The thing.
Am I being a hater?
If you live your life looking for recognition from other people, you'll never be happy. So it doesn't really matter like what the reason is or anything like that. It reduces you. Yeah, exactly. Future marriage too. Nah, there's plenty of guys that are gonna date a girl that does OnlyFans, because a lot of the girls that do OnlyFans are hot. So that's really what it comes down to. No, if you're an attractive girl, you're gonna be able to find a guy that's gonna marry you. Like, that's just it. And so, like, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's a true statement for the most part, because all of you guys are so freaking desperate. I'm desperate. All of you guys are so fucking desperate. You're willing to fucking settle for a girl who's ran through. A girl who I can pay $3.99 and see all of her fucking private bits. Grow some standards, guys. The reason these bitches are getting famous and rich is because of you guys. You guys are out here desperate for some pussy.
Yeah, and rich. Yeah, you have a bunch of money. Like, it's just not what happened. I think that's like a cope that people that think that it's unfair that girls like her can make a lot of money doing OnlyFans. It's like a cope that they have where it's like, it's kind of like what I always said about how people, like, the reason why like hell and like, you know, like, oh, sinning exists is so people that do the right thing can cope about people that do the wrong thing and get ahead in life.
Yeah, it's a coping mechanism. It's a control mechanism too, obviously, but we do need it. The fact that it's a coping mechanism or a control mechanism doesn't matter, because we do need it in order to keep society in check. We need it to keep society in check. If everybody's just doing whatever the fuck they want to get ahead, it will be chaos.
That like, oh, well, they're going to go to hell. They're going to be set on fire forever. And so it's like, it makes them feel better about the current situation. And so like, but the reality is that's probably not happening. And the same thing with this. They might marry you, but not what you're looking for in a man. There's plenty of guys that are totally normal that would date a girl that has OnlyFans. Like, it's extremely common. Like, as soon as you step outside the internet, there's a lot of guys that probably don't really give a fuck about it. And it's not going to be everybody, right? It's not going to be every guy. Sure, there are people that have a problem with it too. But to act like you can't get a boyfriend after this, no. If you're an attractive female, you can get a guy to date you. Like, what are we talking about here? It's not even it's not even a question.
Work might win someone else fame and wealth while they stay in the background, expendable. They'll constantly worry about getting laid off, planning their lives around their salaries, budgeting to pay bills, and likely renting a place to live or being tied down to a 30-year mortgage. Vacations are rationed and squeezed into limited paid time off days. My path, on the other hand, is different. It's
a path of degeneracy where you've sold your morals and any sliver of dignity that you might have held for money that you're probably going to squander anyway. And when you hit your 40s, or 30s, maybe 40s if you're lucky, you'll be desperate to fucking find somebody who actually respects you, and you will not find it. Assuming you go super viral and actually make money, you might just be the fucking girl who's locally known as the OnlyFans girl and not even get to the level where you actually start making money, and you still fucking crashed out. Dumb as hell.
freer in ways that feel both liberating and, to be honest, a little terrifying. I'm no longer bound by the expectations of an academic institution or the constraints of a corporate office.
I feel like that's also like, but you're still going to be bound by the constraints of a bunch of like horny like 45-year-old men, right? And so, like,
fucking
is that
weirdos.
really better than a bunch of educated 45-year-old men? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it really depends on what you want to do. Yeah. I mean, that's the way I see it, right? It depends.
Comfortably wake up each day and decide what I want to learn, diving into topics that genuinely interest me and not just those deemed important by a funding agency or a company's bottom line. And when it comes to research, I'm no longer bound by the pressure to publish for the sake of tenure or grant applications.
Well, you're still publishing, right? It's just on a different website, but yeah.
I write papers independently, not because I need to meet a quota, but because I genuinely want to contribute to something. Everything that I create will reflect my own ideas, my own creativity, and my own ambitions. And of course, the best part is that everything I build will be entirely my own. I'm not contributing to someone else's legacy or bottom line. I'm building my own brand and my own.
What is she talking about? This is one of the things that really does frustrate me about these OnlyFans women. When they think that they're like fucking entrepreneurs or something, like they're making some giant fucking leap forward for humanity. Like, you're not doing anything new. You're just literally being a sex worker. You're being a sex worker, except that you're on the fucking internet. Like, that's not anything special. Like, there's billions of women on the planet that have bodies. You're just choosing to show yours. That's all. This is the dumbest fucking take I've ever heard in my life.
Future and all of
There's no future in doing OnlyFans.
Like, what the fuck is she gonna do? Fucking be an OnlyFans researcher? She's gonna compile fucking data analytics for OnlyFans or something? Fuck is this bitch talking about, man?
That falls off a cliff at 30.
What the fuck is this bitch talking about?
There's no future in it. Like, you can transition to like, and there are girls that do it beyond that, right? But like, it just goes down by like probably 20% every single year after that. Some girls are hotter at 35 than 20. I mean, sure, right? And that's always
the thing Asmongold and the people in the chat are missing is that she's not going to find a husband. You know why? Because in her peak years, she's gonna fucking refuse to settle down. And she's gonna wait until the very fucking end because these women don't realize that they have a fucking short ass runway. And they think, oh, I'll find somebody in the future. I'll find someone in the future because right now at this time period, it's abundant. There's a ton of guys hitting her up, messaging her, trying to get with her. But when you fucking hit 30, bitch, there ain't going to be a bunch of fucking guys hitting you up. And when you hit 40, it's going to be even worse. So you're cooked. Delusional fucking ass mindset.
going to be exceptions. But like, we're not talking about exceptions. Like, this is what are we thinking about exceptions for? I'm talking about like on an average. Plenty of guys in the MILFs, then why aren't any of them popular on Twitch?
They're not marrying MILFs, they're banging MILFs.
Oh, that's right. Because it's not real. So, I understand people like to they like to think like this. Let's be real, right? Like, you look at the numbers, you see what it is. I'm just saying this is what the numbers are. You don't like the numbers, that's fine.
Effort that I put directly benefits me. The rewards are mine to enjoy. For example, although my OnlyFans has been a side project while I pursued my PhD, I've been able to make over $1 million.
Oh my god. Please send the goddamn asteroid. Send the asteroid already. God damn it. God, you can't make this shit up. Fucking A. So you're telling me guys like me making decent money, fucking busting my ass as an engineer. Fucking, yeah, I got the supercar. I have financial freedom. I have free time. But I have to bust my ass. This chick just takes off her fucking clothes and she gets to the million. She makes the $1 million already. Fucking A. Somebody fucking send the fucking asteroid already, bro.
that. I helped my family pay off their mortgage. I bought
Yeah,
myself
OnlyFans makes a lot of money for like a handful of girls. Like, no, it's true. They make a lot of money. Now, obviously, like a lot of girls don't make that much money, and like the
Exactly. So these bitches like this influence a bunch of girls to get into this industry, and they just crash out. They crash. It's the same thing like YouTuber streaming. Like there's some streamers make millions of dollars, and then the majority don't. Except that when you don't make millions of dollars as a YouTuber, you're not going to be ostracized by society for the rest of your life.
majority of them don't. It's not like if you are, you know, like
Unless you're a crash out,
female, like you're
Johnny
just
Somali.
instantly gonna be a millionaire. But the reality is that a lot of them do make a lot of money. Of course they do. Yeah, sure. Attractive, so I'm not surprised. Yeah.
car, and thankfully I avoided taking out any student
She's also
loans.
insanely attractive. Yeah, and this is the thing, right? Is like the girls that can do this, it's the same as like the probability of you being in the NBA if you're over 7 feet tall is like 10% or something like that, right? Like, I don't know, it's some like crazy number. So like if you have a genetic extremity, then there are going to be like extra opportunities that exist. But that's not really a normal thing that you can expect.
Also, homie said she's extremely attractive. She's average. She has makeup on, and that's about it. You could go to the mall and find 10 other fucking girls that look better than this chick. You guys are just desperate simps, man.
Now I have an investment portfolio, and I'm planning on buying my own house soon.
Yeah, there's tons of girls that do OnlyFans make tons of money, though. It does happen.
All of these achievements are just reminders of the tangible rewards of carving my own path and the freedom that comes with it. But even with this freedom, I am genuinely terrified. I fear not having that external competition.
Living fucking life on easy mode. Then this bitch has the fucking YouTube plaque on the wall just to flex it on us. But she probably also got living it on easy mode because of you guys. You niggas make me sick.
No one to measure myself against, and that it will make...
What do you mean? You can just measure yourself against other girls. Guys do that all the time. Like, yeah, go stream on Twitch. You get measured against every other person on the website. Easy. Problem solved.
Make me complacent. Simple. Will I push myself enough without the pressure to outperform others? And of course, there's also the opposite case, that my drive for more will take over. What if I never feel satisfied, always chasing that next milestone?
That's exactly what's going to happen to you. You're not going to fucking feel satisfied. You're going to feel entitled. That's why this bitch is probably single and she'll probably never get a stable relationship or kids.
Goal. Will I lose sight of myself and values in that relentless pursuit?
Values? Bitch, you don't got values.
Like if you do that, that's totally on you, right? If you're the kind of person that like getting to certain benchmarks makes you happy, if that happens to you more than twice, the reality is that you're probably just looking for something to fill a hole in your own life. You know, like, and it's like really, there's no benchmark that's really going to make you happy. Thanks for 5 subs, man. Thank you.
I want to enjoy the life I'm building and feel the rewards of my labor, not just keep pushing forward endlessly. Then there's also the fear of settling. What if I get stuck in a place that feels just right, but not great? What if I accept less than I know I'm capable of? And what if in trying to avoid that, I push myself into something that I'm not entirely comfortable with, forcing myself to fit in a mold that doesn't feel natural? It's overwhelming, but when I look at the bigger picture, I know I'm better off.
The takeaway here is hoes will be hoes, boys. And I hope none of you guys watching this video are tempted to go look this bitch up and subscribe. That's why I kind of don't like covering these type of girls, because I know that a certain percentage of you guys are weak and you'll fucking go search her up and then subscribe. I hate that.
Most people my age, or even those that are far older than I am. That's part of why
making $1 million and she's like in her 20s or 30s. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good.
I chose
She'll squander those $1 million. So it's like a fucking lottery winner. She'll squander those $1 million so fast on all kinds of bullshit. By the time she's 45, she's going to be broke. I can almost I can almost guarantee that, because easy come, easy go.
Academia.
Probably at least like
Just
the top
for
half,
some
right?
reference, a professor
Easy come,
in the
easy
US
go.
earns around $100,000 on average, but the job isn't what most people imagine it to be, or at least it's not what I thought it would be. Instead of spending their time diving into research,
The one thing that sucks about OnlyFans is there's not as many hot girls that are at like Quiznos or CC's Pizza, right? Because like any of the really hot ones, now they're at home doing OnlyFans. So you go, there's like a deflate.
That's a good fucking point. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Asmin girls be spitting sometimes. All the fucking girls that used to work all the shitty jobs where you'd go out, like, oh, you go to like a fucking McDonald's and there'd be like a fucking 10 fucking working the window. All those bitches are gone. They all fucking went to OnlyFans. There's a deficit of bad bitches out in the real world now because of fucking OnlyFans. They sold out so fucking easily.
Work at like GameStop or Target or something like that, because now they're all doing OnlyFans. Have y'all noticed that?
Demonic take here.
Well, it's hoe deflation. It's not hoflation. It's the opposite.
or contributing to new ideas in the field, most of the energy
I can't be the only one that's seen this, right?
Proposals and
demonic take, but he's right. I ain't gonna lie. He's fucking right. You ain't gonna get a fucking Uber driver that's hot. You ain't gonna get a pizza delivery girl who's hot. You ain't gonna go to a fucking McDonald's window and see a girl who's hot. At CVS Pharmacy, the chick that's working there's not gonna be hot. All those bitches left, bro. They're all fucking degenerate content creators now. Most of them.
Fighting for funding.
I'm not crazy.
Which, based on my first-hand experience,
thank God I fucking
several professors
got my girl.
These funds often go to those at more prestigious universities, regardless of whether they're more qualified.
And I'm gonna be honest. Thank God I got my girl, because fucking in the time period where I was single after the last relationship, which also was a fucking toxic ass relationship with the influencer, but at least she wasn't doing OnlyFans yet. In that time period, I met a bunch of fucking girls, and almost all of them were doing fucking OnlyFans or secretly doing OnlyFans. So it's fucking crazy out there. I feel sorry for the younger generations. They're cooked.
Additionally, their students often do majority of
future fucking husbands are gonna have to ask their girlfriends, boyfriends for permission to hit.
hands-on work.
Yeah, sure.
And the professor acts more as an administrator.
That's true.
It's a life filled with constraints and obligations, not the idealized pursuit of knowledge I once dreamed of. So what about working in the industry? Well, the reality is that it's no better. Big tech, for all its allure of innovation and opportunity, is a world where the individual contributions are mostly invisible.
Yeah.
The work you pour your heart into is rarely attributed to you.
Doesn't matter. At least in the industry, you're gonna be making $200,000, $300,000. Being a professor is if you're a professor, if you studied software engineering, computer science, and you got your PhD and you became a fucking professor, you're a dumb fuck. I ain't gonna lie, you're stupid as rocks. Because out here in the streets, niggas be making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year, and you're gonna be working in some fucking rinky-dink college with a bunch of snot-nosed students making $100K. Get the fuck out of here.
Instead, it pads the
Get the
pockets
fuck outta
of the
here.
executives who sit at the top.
And become an executive, dumb bitch.
Glory for your work. Employees are treated as interchangeable, expendable. Every job
I think that, like, really, I mean, that's the same thing. I mean, everybody's expendable, everybody's interchangeable. That's just the way it is. But like, if you're unhappy about the way that, like, you know, you get treated as an employee, I think you're going to be really unhappy about the way that you get treated as an OnlyFans model. That's the way I see it.
Right? You be treated like a piece of fucking meat.
Right? Because, like, a lot of the people treat those girls like meat. That's it. And like, I feel like, you know, you're kind of running yourself into a problem.
With that silent anxiety of layoffs, the knowledge that your position is only as secure as the next quarterly earnings report. It's a precarious, thankless existence. One that I think would stifle my creativity and autonomy. I know that I'm choosing something harder, but in the end, more fulfilling. This journey isn't easy, but it's entirely mine.
This cope is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Man, she's not on the copium gas. She's not on the copium pills. This bitch has the fucking copium transfusion, bro. Because this cope is fucking insane.
Born into a wealthy family or handed opportunities on a silver platter.
This cope is crazy.
Step forward I take
I
every
think
month.
being an attractive female is definitely an opportunity that people are given, and it's not really something that you earn. It's just it's just RNG, right?
Milestone.
Aspen Gold talking like he just discovered this shit.
My own vision. That thought on its own is intimidating, but
Obviously it
it's
is.
also incredibly empowering. It's a reminder that I have the freedom to carve out a life of my own on my own terms. A freedom that so many people will never experience because they're just too afraid to break the norms that are set by society.
That's not the reason.
Perhaps
That's not the reason. The reason why other people don't do that is
they don't want to be degraded.
People wouldn't pay money to see them naked. It's actually really simple, right? And so, like, if you can't look at why somebody would, like, most people can't do OnlyFans because they're not attractive. Like, that's just the way it is. And so, like, it's really a survivorship bias that you see with this, because a lot of the girls that do it are, like, in the top 5 to 1% of appearance. Like, they are. I mean, I've been to Walmart. You been to Walmart? I've been to Target. You been to Target? I've been to Home Depot. Have you been to Home Depot? Let's be honest here. And so, anyway,
What did he mean by that? He lost me with that one.
It's extremely rare. Like, cause I like there's always been. Well, let me finish it.
Importantly, I need to learn to be kinder to myself. I have the tendency to be overly critical, always pushing myself to do more, to be better. But I'm realizing that this growth doesn't always come from harshness. It also comes from compassion. And I know that if I want to thrive in this new chapter, I need to give myself permission to rest, to make mistakes.
Do you think she's just yapping off the top of her head, or do you think she has a script? That's what I want to know.
And learn from them without the guilt or self-punishment. This life I'm building is like a masterpiece.
I think she's reading a script.
Progress. Every choice I make, every challenge I face, and every success I achieve will be a reflection of me. There's no blueprint, no guarantees, but that's what makes it exciting. It's mine to create, and I know deep down that it'll be worth it.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. It's probably a better idea for a girl to do OnlyFans than to get a normal job, because it just makes so much money if you're like top 1%.
Yeah, but is money the only fucking important factor in your goddamn life? Like, I feel like it's a slippery slope. Like, yeah, she might be able to make more money now, but that money's gonna run out if she doesn't have a fucking good sense of the value of her time and money. Then she's gonna squander it, most likely. And when she's done, she's gonna end up with nothing, including no dignity.
Attractiveness, I think that's definitely true. Because, like, if you make, let's say, $2 million in the time that you have OnlyFans, like, you're making that, a lot of that money you're going to be able to invest into, like, residual funds.
They're not going to do that. They're not going to. Most girls are not going to invest the money. Maybe this one might, because she's like she fucking went to school and shit. She's a little bit more savvy. But most of them are just going to fucking use that shit up, bro. They're going to use that shit up like crazy. They're not going to... Most women aren't thinking that far ahead. They're going to use that shit up like crazy and be broke when they're fucking done.
And you're going to be able to live the rest of your life and never have to work, right?
You're thinking like a man.
You can work after that. Maybe it would fuck up your employment, maybe not. But there's always going to be ways that people can find to make money. And so it's definitely the right decision to make. People might not want to hear that, but that's it. She already has accounts on 18+ sites. Yeah, it's a good decision, obviously, right? And there's the video right there. Some people are, but she wants professional work. Yeah, but she didn't like the professional space, and so, like, that's really not what it is. Now, a lot of people were unhappy about this, and it's got 900 comments on my subreddit, so I wonder why. It gives people the idea that women have it way too easy. Nah, women don't have it easy. See, like, I remember this whenever I was in school. So, like, I've always been able to remember things really, really, really well.
I feel like he's gonna have an L take in a second, but let's hear him out. Let him
And
cook.
I remember
Let him cook, I said. I said let him.
For tests, and they would forget it.
I'm a
and
fucking
I would
idiot.
never study, and I would get a 100 on the test. Every single time this would happen. They would work their ass off. I would do nothing.
Because they're dumb.
They would lose. Why is that?
Because they're dumb.
RNG. That's the reason.
Because you're a little bit smarter than those people and they were dumb. It's the same fucking thing in my case, bro. Some people have different fucking skill sets. That's because you're slightly intelligent. The fucking tests were developed for dumb fucking kids. And maybe you had a slightly higher IQ and you were able to fucking logically deduce the fucking solutions without studying. Especially if it's multiple choice. But most people are stupid.
My fucking head is balding, right? Like, I'm not perfect.
Most people
But
are
there
stupid.
Some things that I have that
It's the same reason why you're fucking rich. The same reason why I have a McLaren and most people don't. Because they're fucking stupid.
that are very advantageous. So life is not fair. So if people get mad, like anybody who's complaining that life isn't fair while you're speaking English on an internet that you're probably using with a high-speed internet connection, life has been very fair to you. Like you have a massive amount of advantages in the world that literally over 1 billion people will never have access to. And probably more than that, billions. And so we're not going to hear about this bullshit, right? People love to cry and shit, but that's the reality. And so anyway, this is really the way I see it. And top 1% are athletes. Yeah, exactly, right? And so you're going to have the top 1% of people in any sort of a group that are always the top performers, the biggest earners, the biggest money makers, everything like that, right? That's always the way it is. And if super hot women have it easy, then super hot men have it even easier. Well, here's the problem with like being an attractive.
L take wrong. Because remember that it's supply and demand. The demand for hot women is super high because most dudes are fucking losers. But the supply for hot men is super low because most women will fucking just go to the very top few men.
Girl, right? Is that it doesn't last. So a lot of girls that do OnlyFans, and I've been around, I'm unfortunately old enough now to where like the girls that ignored me in high school are like basically fucking not as attractive as they used to be, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna try and be politically correct.
He's about to say exactly what I've said to my buddies. Like, have you ever gone back and looked people up? Do that one day. I challenge you guys. Go back. Fucking look up the people that rejected you, that shot on you, or girls that you went out with, and go look at their lives. That shit's hilarious. You want to laugh? Go do that shit. If you knew 100, 200 girls out of the 200 that you knew, probably 3 are successful.
And so,
the rest have crashed out. Big time.
Seen it fucking happen. And how many of you guys, and there's 22-year-old, 21-year-old guys in here, and you don't have the perspective that I unfortunately do at 34. And so how many of you guys have seen the same thing happen? Have seen the same thing go through, and you realize that now, wow, wait a minute, life isn't as easy as I thought it was for them. Now I have the easy life, and they have to spend the rest of their life dealing with this bullshit, right?
But that's because they're stupid. That's because when they had the opportunity to get the upper hand, they didn't take advantage of it. And it doesn't matter. When I say take advantage of it, I don't mean opening an OnlyFans and capitalizing on that. I mean just in general. They didn't develop any skills. They didn't save any money. They don't provide any value to society, so they crashed out. The same thing can happen to men too.
Spitting facts, yeah, and I understand like this is a politically incorrect topic.
The thing is that at least the men that crash out, they had it hard from the very fucking beginning, and they weren't able to fucking succeed and break through that barrier to get to success. But unfortunately for the women, you had the success handed to you, and you fucking squandered it. Which one is worse? Which one do you think is fucking worse?
To say, but like there's a reason why people have like all these phrases like the wall and shit like that. It's because women's attractiveness in terms of a general a general perception goes down as they age. That's why Oscar winners for women are a lot lower. That's why if you look at all of the top streamers, like 99% of them are under 30, and the ones over 30 are probably VTubers. That's just the fucking facts. And you can say, oh, well, cougars and MILFs, they're really hot. Well, if they're so fucking hot, then why does nobody...
The problem is that the only value that most of these women bring to society is their looks. If your only value is your looks, you're cooked. Whereas as a man, we actually do provide value. We actually have fucking skills that society needs.
Watch them. Yeah, I'm sure there's a handful of them on OnlyFans, but if you look at the top performers, none of them are like that. And they're all these very attractive 20 to 30-year-old women. That's just the truth, because that's what guys like to see. Why is that? I don't know. When you die, ask God. Because that's what that's who decided that. I didn't decide. That was me, not you. Sorry. I didn't decide that. I didn't make that happen. That's fucking biology. And so that's it. And so, bro, like, yeah, no, it's just somebody got to say it. And that's it. And facts, I'm an older streamer and you're not wrong. Yeah, and I'm just like, the thing is that I feel like it's almost like you're not supposed to say this. But everybody knows that this is the truth. Everybody fucking knows. And that's it.
Why does he have that music playing in the background? It's freaking me out. I was like, who is in my apartment fucking playing music?
People in their 20s or 30s are the ones consuming it more? Yeah, exactly. And let's see here. There's a look at this person, Reddit comment. She's, I'm not going to look at this shit about fake, anything like this. Like, I'm so sick of hearing, like, every time people say it's fake, watching 2 seconds of the video, one person says it, 5 other people start spamming it. I hate those retards, man. I don't want to hear a single fucking message about that. It's so annoying. Anyway, let's
When was this video posted?
I'll read the rest of these just a second. I think
9 days ago.
And yeah, it's so annoying. What is this? In a free society, the quickest and easiest path for riches for beautiful women will always be to utilize their looks. Well, that's always how it's been. Like, you think it was any different 1,000 years ago? Fuck no. Like, there's some hot girl that's like in some village and her dad's a peasant, and then some guy who's like, I don't know, a warlord, or like, you know, he's the duke there. He just picks her up and then she's living at the castle. That's the way it goes. It's been like this ever since we've had the ability to perceive it being like anything.
I agree with him here, but my perspective is that yapping about it on the internet, right? For example, the Fresh and Fit podcast, all these people who are always discussing this and talking about it endlessly. What is the end game? What is the purpose? What are you trying to accomplish? It's literally human biology, so I don't understand why the complaint. Like, are you trying to change it? Are you hoping it changes by you talking about it? I don't understand. I've never understood this fucking argument. My point is that, yes, women have it easier. Yes, they can use their body to achieve their goal, but their goal should be getting a fucking relationship and a husband. It shouldn't be making as much money as they can, as quickly as they can, and being degenerates on the internet.
It's
selling their
always
body.
Fucking been like this. It's never been different, and it never will be. Yeah, the more progressive a society becomes, the more true it becomes. Yeah, sugar babies, adult content. What do you mean progressive? This has always been the case. Attractive women have always had it easy. What do you mean? Yeah, it's...
He means they're skipping a step, Asmongold. The attractiveness is supposed to be used. The natural reason for the attractiveness is supposed to be used to attract a mate. It's not to fucking finesse dudes out of their money. That's what they mean.
Simple.
But in a free society where the women no longer need to fucking bound themselves to a man, they will capitalize on their beauty and use it to exploit other people. That's what they're trying to fucking say.
Oldest profession for a reason, tried and true. Yeah, there you go. It's plain sad. You could have achieved...
How can this guy be so fucking smart but so dumb at the same time?
Most people don't need to achieve something meaningful if it comes at the expense of their own well-being in their own life. Jacob, thanks for 20 subs, man. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. And so, like, this is always what I like to see, is that people say it's plain sad. It's not. Who's it sad to? In my opinion, I think that a lot of the hate from OnlyFans, it comes from 2 places. Guys that are jealous and girls that are too ugly to do it. I know some people might get mad.
No, I think that there's a justified reason for the outrage. It's because these women, instead of them becoming available to the dating pool, to the mating pool. They are using it to exploit the fucking biology, the biological needs of the men. They're exploiting them. That's where the fucking anger comes in. And honestly, in the olden days, yes, women would use their body to attract the mate, and they'd get knocked up and have kids. And let's say the mate, it didn't work out for them and the guy left them. It wouldn't matter that much because they'd have fucking 5, 6 kids, and those kids would fucking end up taking care of them. It's been like this since the beginning of time. But now, when they crash out, they're fucking just a lonely cat woman. And you better hope they fucking save their money and invested it like this girl.
Whenever you see these comments of people talking shit and complaining about it, read that. Look at who it is. Look at who it is. I mean, really. I mean, like, what? I mean, that's just it. We gotta face the truth. We gotta come to Jesus, right? I mean, we gotta look at what's really going on here.
Gold, man.
That's it. It's an unfulfilling life. There are millions of people that work in the corporate America that feel like it's unfulfilling. Being unfulfilling, OnlyFans does not have a monopoly on being unfulfilling.
Asmongold has such a nihilistic perspective on life. I've noticed that in a lot of his takes. He's such a fucking nihilistic, secular fucking... And I'm an atheist and I'm calling him secular, imagine.
Hate their fucking job all over the world. But at least on OnlyFans, you get a bunch of money for it. That's it. Unfulfilling life. Yeah, exactly, right? And follow the incentives. Yeah, people are going to follow the incentives. That's it. Very wealthy. How OnlyFans works, it's highly not likely. She already said she made $1 million, man. Like, what do you mean? And this is it. Lots of money, no guarantees will make it big. Yeah, exactly, right? And Black Mirror episode. Yeah, I guess so. Typical female logic of choosing the easy way out of the least resistance. She was born smart and with a cute face, so let's not put any effort into life and choose to sell your body for $9 a month so you don't have to work. Sad. Yeah, I mean, again, it's always easy to say that. Most people are going to choose the easiest way out with the least resistance. And the reason why is that the people that didn't do that...
They're lazy.
They got removed from the gene pool millions of years ago. Like if you look at a river, like if you look at anything, like it's a...
He's right, but at the same time, he's wrong. He's right because, yes... The majority of the people are going to be lazy. The majority of the women are going to be opportunistic. However, the availability of a platform that allows them to exploit their natural beauty for financial gains has not existed for hundreds of thousands of years. It's a new phenomena.
Basic law of physics that things will perceive the easiest, or not even perceive, they're not even sentient. Physically, things will go down the path of least resistance. Whether it is like gravity, whether it's water, whether it's air, whether it's a person. So let's not go and act like this is some kind of like crazy weird thing that women do. Guys do the same thing. Yeah, exactly. A lot of dangerous stalkers get into OnlyFans. I'd be worried personally. Yeah. Why aren't you suffering like us type of...
The truth is that little by little, we're just gonna fucking technology our way out of fucking existing as a species, you know? We're just gonna carry ourselves out to our own extinction.
Well, exactly, man. An argument
one way or another.
I don't think it's an argument against free will because a person still chooses to do it and some people choose not to, right? So, I mean, it's not like every single person does it, but to act like it's some kind of a problem, I think that's ridiculous. So, yeah, water doesn't have free will. I agree with you, but people do. What is this here? Don't objectify women, women objectify self. See, this is the type of comment, this is an incel stupid comment. The problem is that a woman has no problem objectifying herself. The problem is when it's done against and without her consent, like taking upskirt photos in a train, or like trying to leak a girl's, you know, like revenge porn nudes. Like, this is a total fucking incel take. The reality is that women want to have autonomy over objectifying themselves because they view it as their body and their choice, which I happen to agree with. So yeah, so yes.
Uh-oh. Did it just freeze? No fucking way.
It's totally different. So yeah. It's fake, never received an education, religious restrictions for use OnlyFans. Previously created content, hiding her face due to fear of exposure. Stop photoshopping photos. Her husband suggested ChatGPT, generate articles about machine learning, create a legend about leaving. Maybe, who knows? Let's see here. From PhD to STD, woman.
From PhD to STD is fucking hilarious.
It's not a woman moment. Like, it's the same, like any guy. Like, I mean, think about it like for me. So I was...
Asmongold is such a blue pill, though. If I'm being... I don't even follow, like, blue pill, red pill, black pill, whatever. But if we're gonna go by that biased, then Asmongold is definitely a blue pill. Like, his perspective on life is so fucking nihilistic and simplistic. I'll take.
I was in business school. I had pretty much like perfect grades almost. But like I had...
Oh my god, why is it... Now it's doing this bullshit where it fucking buffers.
I decided to drop out and play World of Warcraft. That's right. So how can I go and criticize and talk down to somebody like this when I put myself in the exact same position? That's the way I see it, because it works. Because it's the path of least resistance, and that's just the way it is. And at the end of the day, no one's going... Like, somebody's respect is a currency that is worth nothing. There's no value in a person's respect.
What is he talking about? There's no value in a person's respect? Is he delusional? Like, what the fuck is he talking about? Sorry, guys, we're getting buffering, so I'm just refreshing the screen.
I decided to drop out and play World of Warcraft. That's right. So how can I go and criticize and talk down to somebody like this when I put myself in the exact same position? That's the way I see it, because it works. Because it's the path of least resistance, and that's just the way it is. And at the end of the day, no one's going... Like, somebody's respect is a currency that is worth nothing. There's no value in a person's respect. You know...
This guy... I don't know. I don't respect that opinion.
Thinks their respect is worth a lot? The person who's doing the respecting. Nobody else cares. So I look at it, and I see the world, and I decide, yeah, I'm going to do what I think is best for me, and the way it is...
What are you doing?
People, that's their fucking
No, you're not going to lay there to die.
So, yeah. Fuck the opinion of other people. Yeah, exactly, right? People always make the decision they believe is going to make them the most happy. Yep, exactly. I disagree. Having a good, coherent reputation is good. To who? When is it important? It's not. There's a million people, billion people in the world. Like, I used to think
this is a take that's fucking disappointing me. I'm gonna be honest.
Said that like I would get blacklisted for ninja looting, and I would ninja loot every week, man. I remember I would have people spam.
Very disappointing take on the part of Asmongold. I ain't gonna lie.
In trade chat, saying that I'm a ninja looter. And I'm on my 4th character. I ninja looted them on my 3rd character. And now I'm on my 4th character spamming to do it again. And I did that every week. And they never learn. It never, ever, ever came back to fuck me. It never happened. And they say, oh, well, you're going to get your reputation destroyed. No, I didn't. Bro, everybody
That's different. That's a video game, dude.
This was before I was I didn't stream back then. I was just a piece of shit for the love of the game. I was in it for the love of the game, man. Like, that was just my life. So, yeah, because it was a game? Yeah. Well, it's... A game is the same thing. You're still...
Yes, to a certain degree it is, but in reality it's not, because the risks in a game are much more muted than in real life. In real life, there's no reset button. You can't create a new character.
With psychology. That's it. Nobody wants to waste their time in a game to say...
Guys, we're watching a video about a girl who was studying a PhD in computer science. She dropped out of college to become an OnlyFans hoe. You're a hoe.
Being respected is important for...
And unfortunately, Asmongold is fucking
part of the world, same way you can.
Defending her to a certain degree.
There's always ways that people do that. I hear about scumbags all the time that make money all kinds of ways. Like, I got plenty of friends that make money all kinds of ways. If you think that reputation... This is, again... It's more cope from people that are trying to... Here's the reality. People that are sociopathic, that are willing to do whatever it takes to succeed, even if it comes at the expense of other people, will on average be more successful. And they will beat you out because they're willing to do things that you're not willing to do.
Yes, and the reason why the majority of the people are complaining about that is because our biological imperative is to fucking shun those people out of society. They're pariahs. That's where the fucking term social pariah comes from. Like, if you're an outlier, a degenerate outlier who's taking advantage of other people, exploiting them, then the majority of people in society are going to frown upon that, Asmongold. I don't understand your argument.
reality. And so that's really what it is. They will beat you. And so, well, what I'm saying is, so if you want to be a good person, you have to be a good person because you want to be a good person.
This is the reason why religion exists. This is the reason why shaming exists. This is the reason why bullying exists. It's because those things are tools that society uses to maintain the structure of the hierarchy that we all live in. We're in a society. We're in a society.
There will never be some sort of light at the end of the tunnel where somebody tells you, they give you an award at the end of the day.
Am I wrong?
You're a good boy. You didn't do anything wrong, right? Unless you're a health CEO. Well, that guy was a fucking, I mean, yeah. That guy apparently got a DUI, so fuck him. That's the way it goes. Straight up, yeah, predators eat prey, exactly. All the top CEOs are narcissists. I don't know about all of them, right? I mean, it's impossible to say. But that's it. And so moral grandstanding gets you nowhere? Well, it gets you likes on Twitter. That's not true. It gets you a lot of likes on Twitter from other people that are moral grandstanders from their basement. That's it. And so, and I will have pride of myself. Well, pride...
The issue, and I'm thinking about while he's talking, the issue is that the moral integrity of society is also collapsing. So, in the past, if there was a hoe, the town wench, she would be shunned, and any guy who tried to fucking wife her up would also be fucking shunned and embarrassed and bullied. Therefore, keeping the structure of society and keeping the problem of women becoming hoes under control. The problem nowadays is that structure has completely collapsed because we've taken away bullying. So now the guy who wants to wife up a hoe is not going to be bullied. Therefore, the consequences of being a hoe have been reduced to almost nothing.
Deadly sin. Keep that in mind.
My girlfriend's in the back like, amen, brother. But am I spitting or not? You guys let me know in the comments if I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm fucking insane.
Like, what do you think, this is a fucking mystery? You think nobody knows why incels don't like OnlyFans? Like, we need to... oh, why would it be? Why is it? Oh, why don't they like OnlyFans?
What are you doing? Oh my God.
I wonder why.
Put some clothes on, baby.
OnlyFans is a high-risk reward
Go
game.
take your shower.
A reward comes first, but I suspect risk will happen for the rest of their lives. Mostly mentality, might be wrong. This is what I sense. This is what I think, and this would be the last point I want to make. And is that a lot of guys on the internet want to create a self-fulfilling prophecy of consequences for OnlyFans because they view the fact that girls can do it as unfair. And so what they do is they try to push this and focus on it and say, oh, well, you're going to have to live like your kids are going to get bullied for this. Well, you know why? Because you're bullying.
Unfortunately, their kids won't get bullied for this because we got to bring bullying back. If bullying doesn't come back, then they're not going to get bullied for it.
You're the one doing it. So the reality is that a lot of these girls are probably going to retire. They're going to marry some guy. Maybe he's, you know, like a guy that was a fan of them. Maybe they meet him through some other way. Who the fuck knows?
Dude, don't feed them the delusion that she's going to marry a fan. Come on, please, bro. Please. We know that's not going to happen. The other thing is that this cope is crazy, man. Homie's on the copium too. I didn't realize he's that deep in the copium world.
They meet some guy, and then before you know it, they have a kid. And you know,
and using incels as an example is a fucking outlier fucking example.
But if you, like, here's the thing. Every OnlyFans girl probably one day will be 50 years old with saggy ass titties, wrinkled.
The issue with Asmongold is that Asmongold without clout is nobody. Asmongold without clout ain't getting no bitches. So he lives in a fucking bubble of his own fucking production. And I guarantee, I wouldn't be surprised if his current girlfriend, if he has one, is an OnlyFans model on the low key. Or sells some sort of subscription or does some sort of shady shit. Because these are the types of guys that get rich and they're still lame. And they go after these types of girls and they put them on a fucking pedestal.
Looking old as fuck and 60 years old. And the reality is that
unfortunately,
those kids are going to think that she is the most important and special person in their life. It doesn't matter. Mom was a hoe. That's fine. That's fine. She's my mom and I love her anyway. And that's
hey, Juan P, thank you for joining the chat, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Everything's going to be fucking fine.
By the way, Juan, did you join the Discord? Let me drop the link for the Discord in the chat.
A bad take? I'm telling you, if people don't think it's a bad take, they want it to be a bad take. That's the reality. They want it to be. Because they think it's unfair.
No, it's an L take.
Unfair. That's it. What Noob is saying, bad take? Yep, that's right. You'll get bullied in school, your take is shit. No, they won't. If they get bullied in school, the people bullying get expelled. Like, what do you think happens if, like, you're a kid and you start posting porn of, like, some kid's mom? No, they don't. Yeah, they do. Absolutely.
Ouch.
Absolutely, they do. I had friends that had to happen. Yeah, that's it. Asman, thanks. Yeah. Oh, if this becomes the norm, yeah, I'm just.
We're trying to grow the community over there. I want to post even stuff outside of the streaming world, like advice on how to make money, so all my people can get up. I want all my people fucking on top, you know?
Right? And also they should. They should get expelled.
Making that bread, driving supercars, living their best lives.
Bullshit. I think you're being delusional here. There's a lot of stories about it. How can there be a lot of stories about it if we're talking about, like, OnlyFans has only started happening in the last, like, 5 years, right? Like, I mean, before, so how can somebody have, we don't have a use case for this. We don't know what it's going to be. Remember the kid that's on a wrestling team that shows pictures of his sister, they got kicked out? Yeah. See, Cody remembers this.
There are cases of it. What is he talking about? I literally met a fucking really big OF streamer like 2 years ago, and she was a school teacher or something. She was telling us the story, and she got fucking fired and all that shit for that shit. I'd say her name, but I don't want you guys Googling it up, because I know you guys are simps.
The kid that's on a wrestling team, they show pictures of his sister, they got kicked out immediately. Yeah, you get immediately kicked out. Like, it's not even a question. So yeah, that's it. But your mom, yeah, saying your mom's a hoe, like, wow, that's new. No, it's not. What about the teachers that get fired for having OnlyFans? I don't think that you should be having a job that interacts with minors and be selling porn. That's just really the way it is. I think no. There's guys.
That's where he draws the line. This guy's serious. That's where he fucking draws the line. The fuck?
Line, there's my line. No. I shouldn't sell porn. It's that simple.
I hate people.
Oh my goodness. L take on the part of Asmongold. Honestly, for the most part, he usually has pretty good takes. This is the first time I've watched a clip of his where the take was abysmal. He is pretty nihilistic. I'm going to give him that. But for the most part, he has pretty good takes. So it kind of surprised me that his take was that fucking backwards. With that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap up the stream. I think this is a good spot for us to end. I'm going to go hit the gym with my girl. And then we got to eat some food and chill for the rest of the afternoon. So I do want to say I appreciate each and every one of you guys for joining the stream. Juan, thank you for joining the stream. Don't forget to join that Discord. Usagi, thank you for joining the stream. And everyone else that was watching on Twitter. I'm going to keep calling it Twitter so you guys can go fuck off. Anyone who's watching on Twitter, I really appreciate it as well. And I will catch you guys most likely tomorrow. Unless something crazy happens and I join the stream tonight at some point, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So stay tuned. And I appreciate every one of you guys for joining. It's your boy Scott Leonard. I'm out. Catch y'all later.